Welcome back. So in this video you will be learning how to calculate whether a entered number is a palindrome number or not. So what is a palindrome number? Any number that reads forward and backward. Any number, whenever you are reading a number, you must read the same from forward and from backward. For example, 9889. So from left hand side when you are reading it is 9889. Clear? Similarly, when you are reading from right hand side it is 9889. So it remains same on right hand side. It remains same on forward and backward. Similarly for 1221, from right hand side if you read also it is 1221, and from left hand side if you read also it is 1221. So such number are called as a palindrome number. Take an example of 3467, right? So from left hand side I will read as 3467. From right hand side it is 7643. So this is not a palindrome number. Clear? This is not a palindrome number. Similarly 97430. From right hand side it is 0347, and from left hand side it is 7430. So this is also not a palindrome number. Clear? So a number, when you read a number should remain same when you read from backward and from front to, and when you read from backward and from forward. Clear? Now let us see how to trace this. To trace this we need some variables. What are the variables? Initially, we need a number which will store the number. Take an example of 121. Clear? Let me zoom it. Yes. Now, this is my number where I can store. Clear? And after this, I need temp and reverse. Now, why these both? Now, why we need all the three variables? Number is required because whenever a user enters a value, that must be stored somewhere. Clear? For that purpose, we are using number to store a variable. Then why did we create temp? Because we need number to compare with reverse. Clear? If we use number directly in the loop, then number will become 0 at the end, because we will be looping on this variable. We will be looping on the num variable, so it will become 0 at the end. So we have to compare the initial value entered by the user and with the calculated value. So once we calculate, the value must be the value must remain 1 to 1. For this purpose we are creating num as a working copy, right? Now this reverse will store the calculated value. At final we will compare the number entered by the user, right? The number entered by the user and the reverse value which we have calculated. And this temporary will store the value of a number. So what we'll do, we will store it as num. So these are the initial values. Clear? These are the initial values, and let us start tracing. Now, as I mentioned, from forward and from backward, the value must remain same. So what you will do, how you will reverse the number? You have to take the last digit. So this is your input, right? This is the input which we have taken. Now to reverse it, how you will reverse it? The very first thing what you will do is you have to extract the last digit. You have to extract the last digit, which is possible via modulus operator and a dividend operator, right? Which will return remainder and a quotient. And always remember, whenever a number is multiplying with 0, it will always end with a number it will always end with the 0 at the end. So when I add the last value to the multiplied value, again it will return me the same value. Clear? Now let me explain you how it is. Without it, it would be difficult to explain. Let us assign these are the initial values and let reverse be 0 at the beginning. Clear? Now let us start with a tracing, make use of a temporary variable where I will extract the last digit of a number. So num mod 10. So this is my so this temporary variable will extract the last digit of a variable, right? Don't store in temp, else better not to store in temp, else it will get updated and it will throw a wrong. It will provide a wrong output. Now, no, we have to not touch number. We have to touch temp. So we are storing num in temp and we are calculating the temp so that number remains same, num variable remains same, and it would be useful while comparing the calculated value. For this purpose, we have created temporary variable called as a temp. So here I will calculate. So here I will get the last digit of a number. Next, what I'll do? Next, what I'll do? I will reverse. I will use a variable reverse and I will multiply it with 10, and whatever value I get here I will add with this, so that, for example, the value what I got is 1 initially. Let me explain you how it is. Let us take the same. Clear? And finally we have to store the one more variable which will contain the the updated number. Temp temp divided by 10, right? Now let us begin with the tracing, right? In the first iteration, this is my first iteration, right? So the number is 1 to 1, right? So 1 to 1 mod 10, which equals 1, right? So finally I got the last digit. Now what I'll do? Reverse multiplied by 10. What? Let us name this as a reverse. Let us store in the reverse itself. Clear? So reverse. So initially what is the value of reverse? It is 0, right? 0 multiplied by 10 plus what? Plus what is temp mod 10? What we got here? 1. So what is the value we got? It is 1 itself. Now temp divided by 10. What is the value of temp here? Is 1 to 1. Clear? The value of temp is 1 to 1. So temp equals to temp divided by 10. It will produce me a quotient 1 to. 1 to 1 divided by 10 will produce me a quotient 1 to. Right? Now let's move on to second iteration. Now the updated value of temp is 1 to. 12 mod 10, which should return me a remainder as 2. Clear? Next, what I'll do? Reverse equals to reverse into 10. What is the previous value of reverse from first iteration? It is 1 multiplied with 10 plus temp mod 10. What we got here? It is 2. So what is the value? It is 12. Clear? Next, what I'll do? I will extract the last. I will update it. So because we made, sorry, because we used the last digit, so that must be removed from the number. So 12 mod temp mod 10. So what is there in temp from the previous iteration? 12 divided by 10, which is equal to 1, right? You have to always ignore the decimal. Now in third iteration, temp modulus 10, 1 modulus 10, which is equal to 1, right? Because as I mentioned in modulus operator, when numerator is smaller than denominator, then always the numerator would be the remainder, not 0.1. Clear? Now reverse equals to reverse into 10. What is the previous value of reverse? 12. Right? 12 multiplied by 10 plus temp mod 10. The value stored is 1, which is equals to 1 to 1. And finally, we will calculate temp, so that we have to extract the last digit. 1 by, 1 divided by 10, which is equal to 0. Clear? Now I will stop the iteration. Clear? Now I will stop the iteration. Why I am stopping the iteration? Because value of temp is 0. Clear? So we have to stop the iteration as soon as the value of temp becomes 0. Right? So in such case, you can stop it. Now what I'll do, I will take the calculated value of reverse. So finally the calculated value of reverse what we got is 121. Clear? And what is the initial value which we have taken? Number. Number is 121. Clear? So both are equal. These both are equal, and finally I can tell the number is a palindrome number. Clear? Now this logic will apply for any of the palindrome number. It may be a 3-digit palindrome number or even a double-digit palindrome number. Right? So this is how the palindrome works. Why we are stopping when temp equal to 0? Because we do not have number to calculate further. So you have to stop as soon as when temp is 0. Clear? Now let us move on to editor. So here we are making use of scanner so that we can enter the input which we require. And here we are making use of a temporary variable and assigning the value, assigning the number entered by the user to a temporary variable, and initially reverse equal to 0. And here temporary not equal to 0, which means the loop will run until a number is not equal to 0. As soon as number equals 0, the condition becomes false and it will come out of the loop so that it can print the statement accordingly. Right? So this is the same logic which we have used. In reverse, we have stood reverse multiplied by 10 plus temporary mod 10, then followed with temp divided temp. Then we have used temp to store the updated value of a number. Here I have made use of a shorthand operator. This is equal to writing temp divided by 10. So not to get confused here. Right? Now let us run this. Enter a number 121. So it is a palindrome number. Now if I enter 1331, okay, I have not run the program at all. Yes. Yes. If I enter 1331, then it is also a palindrome. If I enter a random number like this, let me run it again. If I enter a random number like this, then it will provide me as a non-palindrome number. Right? Now let us see the working of a non-palindrome number as well. Let number be 1234, right? And temporary equals to num, as you are aware of it, why we are using, and reverse equal to 0. Clear? Now let's begin how exactly this works. So let us begin. So in the first iteration, what I'll do, I will calculate the temporary, I'll take the remainder, that is 1234 modulus 10, which is equal to 4, right? Now reverse equals to What is the value of reverse? Reverse initially it is 0 multiplied by 10 plus temporary mod 10. Temporary mod 10 is 4, which is equal to 4. Right? Now temp equal to temp divided by 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4 divided by 10, which provides 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now moving on to second iteration. What is the value of temp stored here? 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 mod 10, which is equals to 3. Right? Now reverse equals to, what is reverse multiplied by 10? 4 multiplied by 10 plus temporary mod 10 value is 3, which is equal to 43. Right? So let us delete the last digit. What is the value of temp? 1, 2, 3 divided by 10, which is equal to 12. Right? Now moving on to third iteration. The value of temp from second iteration is 12 divided by 10, which is equals to, 12 modulus of 10, which is equals to 2. Right? And reverse equals to, reverse multiplied by 10. What is reverse value in from a second iteration? 43 multiplied by 10 plus the value of temp mod 10 is 2, which is equal to 432. And next what you have is temp divided by 10, which is 1 to 12 divided by 10, which is equals to 1.2. Sorry, 1. Now in the fourth iteration, what is the value of temp? 1 mod 10, which is equals to 1. Clear? And the value of reverse is 432 multiplied by 10 plus temp mod 10 is again 1, which is equal to 4321. Right? So temp would be 1 modulus 10, sorry, 1 divided by 10, which is equal to 0. So at this stage, I will stop the execution. Since temp is equal to 0, I will stop the execution. Now the value stored in reverse is 4321 and the value stored in number is 1234. Right? So I'll equate it. 4321 is not equal to 1234. Hence, this is not a palindrome. Clear? The same is happening in the editor as well. Here, if you work for any of the digits like 1, 2, 3, 4, will provide you as a non-palindrome. So, this is about a palindrome number. Thank you.